You're safer here than any place else.
Although I've been ignoring lots of like just things today that, frankly, probably I could have had. I did have little laughs about and go on about and various ways. I just didn't want to pick up the phone, but I just saw this on because I've moaned about too many signs. Can't probably even see that. It's a lot to take in. I just parked. I'm not even coming to this bit. There's a lot of signs, but maybe it's a theatre. Like a lot of signs anyway. Oh yeah, they're old movies and things, Gallipoli. Unless that's a RSL, in which case it's a celebration as well, maybe. You think, surely not at this point, but it might be actually. Fuck. Well, look, again, everything is special signs for me. It says light horseman. I mean, not that light, I suppose, but I do like light, and look, I don't mind horses. I've joked about being one of the four, providing more light in the land of, well, evermore. Oh yeah, so it is a bit about that. More or less. I'm not going to suggest that it's war being glorified or necessarily misunderstood by me, digest or conquest in a sort by the mind controlled machine that, look, I didn't know there was one at, there you go, apparently there's one at Lockleys as well. I used to see that as me growing up, Brighton, not thinking, oh, we're the best, but just thinking it was the only Windsor cinema left. And look, maybe it is, maybe it was. I haven't read this sign here to see what it says, and frankly, I mean, look, I'm not necessarily accepting that there ever was one at Lockleys, just because there happened to be one near me. But anyhow, it was called Windsor and it was old. I saw Point Break there. Shit, quite a way back. At least 50 storms or more since then. Years may be the appropriate distend or not. I hope you got it. If not, you didn't. That's alright. You didn't have to. There'll be another set, and look, maybe you'll come through then. Maybe not. I suppose you stay in the same spot regardless, and it's the energy of the wave that moves, and you appreciate sets however they're described. And couldn't be the first time I've perused such things. I mean, that's not really about war, is it? It's about other things, gold versions of those things. Gold. See, again, I've been screwed around. Well, I didn't. Again, probably will have. But it's not old Austin Powers. Like, I see like Goldfinger off for a moment. I was like, hey, isn't it gold member? But of course, that was a bit of mind control that I consented to along the way. And yeah, of course you consent if you go to the movie, right? The thief who came to dinner. There seems to be a lot of those. Look, yeah, it seems to be. Is that not? Hang on. That's Klaus. That's definitely Klaus. Hang on. So this has been popped up for me in my mind. I'd say perhaps that's Klaus winking. Is it not? Gee, it looks like him. World Economic Forum talking head of a. It's a bit ad nauseum boring, but he seems to pop up as a talking head a lot. Anyhow, maybe that's Alfred Hitchcock, and he came up with clouds all the while. Head in a jar like oh gosh, was it Red Dwarf? Anyhow, see, I'm not putting myself outside of the paradigm of. I had a lot of entertainment driven into my mind, by choice many times. many times less choice. When you see that these lot were look, splicing in the word cock, I mean, I think I'm using Fight Club reference to explain something that I think's been done repeatedly from the Walt Disney frame. Just to say it in such a way, yeah, this is good. This was a good movie. This was great. This was great. And actually, you know what? Chunk from this movie looks a lot like Klaus to me. Could be, you know. Klaus and Chunk, there's more similarities, at least in my mind, to this one, which looked just like him. That's just like him there, just like Klaus Schwab. It's a bit confusing, I don't mean it to be, but if you remember the movie The Goonies, and I'd say it's a good one to go and watch. It's classic. That's actually really good. I think even they were doing Stand By Me and that when they were little. Yeah, probably been abused by the producers and whatnot, it seems, possibly. Something, well, not exclusive to a few that may have come out and shared those insights that were in that movie or those movies, thereabouts. Can't recall their names right now. It's not the matter, in a sense. They call themselves the... What did it say? Oh, hang on, see? Fuck, maybe I was inspired by this movie. I can't even remember a cave. Oh, yeah. Look, it's a good movie. Go, what? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, this is about when movies were good. Maybe that's all they're doing, is celebrating when movies were, yeah, a bit like amazing. Frankly, this was actually fantastic. This was, forget what you think about old Ziggy and his, you know, hair and God knows what else. He was making makeup more popular, and maybe for some that was just the card they were needing dealt. Didn't mean that to me. Meant a lot of other things which look I'm told to make believe, but shit seemed pretty real to me. Just not old in a Ziggy type, yeah, overly dusted way. This was a good movie. Yeah, I'll go with that. It was cool. This is very cool actually as well. This is when, again, this is about when movies were actually, yeah. This was the earlier part of the trick where they got you like hooked on the good part, and you start to think, all movies are like this. All movies are wonderful. This was classic. This was classic for me growing up. This is obviously here for me. It's Excess of Signs took my attention. It knew I was going to be here before I did, and thank you. I'll say it again. Thank you. If I haven't already mentioned, this was massive when I was growing up. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. If you don't know this, well, look, another one. You should come and watch it. Yeah, make sure you actually get that. Yeah, the terrestrial, not the. I think it was a knockoff B-grade porno or something. It's called Extra Testicle. It might not have actually even really been a thing. It might have just been some joke. Either way, it's in my mind, so shit. It's been something at some point in time. You have 3 if you want. I think Hitler only had 1, did he? Or maybe you can, his if you want. Seems like he's copped a bit of a brunt. Might sound a bit to say that, but maybe need to look into it a bit more and what was going on with the banks and a whole lot of things, and who has taken the blame and who's bore the brunt and maybe put themselves there as some sort of solar Semitism shunt, or make up words for racism that are specific to one particular race, and then go, hey, let's have a committee for that, and we'll ban you places if we determine that you've breached rules that we just made up and based purely on apparent history of one's blood. And the history of that blood, I mean, I'm not believing would have been sold, taught, or effectively thrust into the mould to accept, because but look, at the same time, stereotypes of stereotypical left and right, often at times, due to the magnetic type of the hype. So I suppose in a weird way I'm trying to say, well, yeah, some stereotypes are, yeah, for a reason, because there's been a lot of those things. Some are wrong, of course, because there's going to be different things. Yeah, and don't read a book by its cover. Read the whole book is really what that means. Tricky with, you know, covers are very alluring, and you know, your mind, your imagination makes up much of, but not all of, what you'll be seeing. And again, it's a time thing. We're running on RAM, not ROM. That's why things have gotten to an exponential fucking, yeah, it can get a bit hectic in the, yeah, same old song, but just random as fuck. The odd angry shots. So it's not just about war. Anyway, alright, I'm gonna wander off. Oh, a lot of signs, isn't it? Like heaps of signs.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it is good. It's good. First I was overwhelmed, but it's good. It's good.